All right, so today we are making some figures for Sharing Excess. If you don't know who Sharing Excess is, it's a Philadelphia-based organization that rescues food, and these are more illustrations we're doing for them. So they do food rescue. They pick up extra food from restaurants, grocery stores, and wholesalers, and they transport them to community organizations that are set up to feed the hungry in their communities. So if you don't know about them, go read about them. If you want to go help out, you can volunteer to be one of the transports that takes food from point A to point B, all kinds of things. So check them out. But they do food rescue, and then every Saturday they do food distribution in different parks around Philadelphia. What I'm doing for them is one, coming up with these graphics that can show exactly what they do a lot more easier than they've sort of experienced describing what they do to the general public. So hopefully these graphics will help them out. We're also going to make these figures doing multiple different things. And you can see how these are our inspiration images. I will pop the name of the artist above so that we can attribute to them. Here's our little branding guide from Sharing Excess. So this is sort of where we started, but now we're going to make individual figures that Sharing Excess can use in different formats, doing all the different kind of tasks. So these were the tasks I was given to illustrate. So somebody holding a free food sign, someone with a banana box of mixed food, same person giving the box to someone else, someone driving a car or a van full of food, someone handing another person food at a pop-up. So this was the figure that we created just to have some human bodies in these graphics. So that will be our starting point. And we also got inspiration from the artist up here. So let me grab this little figure too. All right, so I'm just going to sort of dive in. The goal here was to have sort of distorted figures, no facial features, exaggerated arms and limbs and all that kind of thing, just so that we're not getting into that tricky situation of actually portraying people. So we're just going to have some abstract figures here doing these tasks. I think I'm going to keep this one. I seem to like that one, but I'm going to build on that one with this lady, and this one is going to be holding a free food sign. Okay. I'm going to keep this hair. I like this hair a lot. So I'm going to group that. I don't like the shape of that head. I'm just going to make her face an oval. Use that body somewhere else, but for now they need a body that's holding a sign up. And again, we're going pretty distorted here with the body, so which is pretty freeing, I will say. So we're just gonna treat their body like shapes and not worry about anatomy right now. And make little ovals that will sort of represent the thumbs that are going to be the only fingers visible when holding this sign up. Okay. And we'll make the sign. Sure we get our colors over here. Oh, one thing I should have done. I'm gonna take their style guide and paste it over here, and then I'm gonna drag all their colors that they use into my color palette here. I'm gonna try and group them all together so I know exactly which ones to use. Okay, I already have that one. So I'm trying to just stick to this palette specifically and not like literally not use any other. Okay, so from this color to this color are the ones we can use. I'm gonna keep that off to the side because we'll also need the fonts that they use. They use Arvo and Montserrat. So when we're making the sign, we'll use Arvo, I think. And I'm going to make the sign a color just so that it stands out a little bit more. Yep. And actually maybe yellow's not, because then now the thumbs are sort of sticking out. Well, we'll do white. Maybe that's a good neutral. But I will put a little border around it so that we know where the poster is. Okay, so now it needs to say free food. We'll do that in Arvo bold. Rotate. And then text, I usually just copy paste so that I have the actual text, but then I outline what's going on in the image so I don't have to deal with the text boxes, and then this way I can rotate it any way I want. Because when you rotate just the text box, it disappears unless you're using the rotate tool, which it gets sort of annoying because Photoshop and InDesign don't do that. It's just Illustrator. So I like to copy it and outline it so that I don't have to deal with that. All right. Sort of want to dress up the words free food a little bit. Maybe we'll just do color. and then put a drop shadow. But not a super blurry one. I do not like super blurry drop shadows. And then get it really close. And you can change the color. And get it close to one of them. Okay. Okay, so we get a different sort of silhouette here. We have a very curvy, maybe for this one, I'll widen the waist just a little bit. And then maybe we'll just have wide leg pants on this one. I do like to, I mean, I know these are just general shapes. I do like to add a little bit of detail, just so that it seems a little bit more complicated. So like for instance, in the shirt, maybe I'll just add a little seam here where the arms are. And I'm gonna do this color, but just a teeny bit darker. I'll probably do the same like around the wrists here. Just for a little bit of detail. I feel like that makes the shirt a little bit more fun to look at. And here we'll do like a waist band again, just a little bit darker. Some pockets. Maybe a seam, since this leg is sort of jumped out. Put a seam on the inside of those pants. We can even make inside of those pants have a bit more of a curve. We can even have a little bit of a pattern, maybe make like a little polka dot deal here. And how you make a pattern, go to object, make a pattern. And then you can just really easily play around with where those dots are. So I want them maybe a little bit more farther apart. And then how many? And you can offset them in different ways. I think I want to do the brick by row. Maybe just a little bit farther apart. Save a copy. That's, and then it shows up in the swatch area. So then you click on the pants, and then you click on the bam. And we're going to keep the outline there just so that we know exactly where those pants are. There you go, polka dot pants. And this might be too much for the client, but might as well go a little crazy and then you can pull back if they don't like that as much. We could do the same maybe with her shirt over here. I'll do like a stripe pattern. Let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna go really thin stripes. The green. Let's see. No, let's stick with the yellow. Okay, same thing, we make a pattern. It looks like it's all combined just because it's all close together. So let's move things. There we go. You can make the intensity of the color. You can change that up. I'm going to keep it at 100. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Save that. This is yellow. Just pick her shirt. I guess we do need to have a white behind there. Or it doesn't have to be white, I guess. Let's try another color. Okay, and then we just make sure her arms and neck are behind the shirt. Ungroup first. Ungroup. All right, so there's our striped shirt and our polka dot pants. What I am going to do though is change the colors of the neck and arms just so that it's not the same. Orange. Okay. And then we'll just put some really simple feet down here. A little bit of like a tread. just connect all those. Color, green, why not? Green shoes. I don't know if I like those. Something different. I like those better. Next up, a banana box of mixed food. Don't know what a banana box is easily. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we can make that exact. That would run into some copyright issues, but we can certainly make a box with some bananas on the side. Let's do that. We already have sort of a box shape here. And we'll make this one a little bit darker since it's the inside. That one's not darker. Okay. But instead of brown, maybe we'll make this one just slightly gray. All right, we want to put some bananas on it. So since we're doing this on a 3D, quote unquote, 3D object, one side of the bananas is going to be in one perspective, and then the other side is going to be in a different perspective. This side to be a little bit more curved. Maybe a little less curved. All right, so this one's going to be this yellow. This one's going to be just slightly darker since it's the side of the box with a little shade on it. And there's two bananas, corner. Not lining up. Hold on. I'm gonna move the box around a little bit just because it's not lining up. Okay, it's close. So these need to come up front. This one, move away for now. We'll come back to it. Okay, so kinds of food. Maybe we'll do like a loaf of bread, a couple loaves of bread. All right. We have a loaf of bread. I might actually do a little like shadow along the bottom, just a touch darker than the rest of it. There we go. And we group that. Oops. And then we'll have them maybe standing out of the box. Baguettes. All right. Maybe now we'll do some like leafy greens. Okay. And connect all of that. Fill in. There it is. There she is. All right, so we got some leafy greens we can put in there. What's next? We'll do apples. There we go. Those. And just make them a little bit smaller. So we can fit a few in there. Let's see if there's anything we can fill in. So there's a little bit more room back here. We can put one more item in. Maybe we'll put in. Okay. All right, so there's our box. Goodies. Someone's gonna be holding. Together. All right, so I'm going to reuse these arms here, but okay. Group those together. Okay, I'm gonna try and do something different with the hair on this one. I'm going to pick up the shape of this face. Get rid of that. Okay, let's see, for this one. Okay, I don't know of an easier way to do that, so that's why I do it that way. Plus it makes it a little less perfect, which I think for hair is quite okay. Maybe we'll have a couple of those. Hairline. Okay. And then just thinking about shapes again. We'll come up with another pattern for this one. So we did stripes. Okay, maybe we'll do I might have to start getting out of this color palette just to have some variety. Okay, so we're gonna make a pattern out of this little guy. Make sure it's okay. definitely want to stagger these ones. There we go. Let's do 9 by 9. I'm a little farther away. Okay. Okay, I'm going to keep that yellow there. No, I don't want that. I don't want the green. Thank you. Oh, well, maybe the green's not terrible. I'll just turn here to yellow. Okay, do some paint. Okay, and here's some shoes. Okay. All right, well, that's all I'm gonna get to today. So come back I'm gonna draw the other person, and then we're gonna draw somebody driving in the car, or a van full of food, and someone handing another person food at the pop-up.